Montana, 70 million years ago. During this period, Montana experienced a temperate climate that was warm and humid. The region was characterized by flowering plants, conifers, calamites, and ferns in the swamps, while the forests contained a diverse range of angiosperm trees, shrubs, and various other types of vegetation. Ankylosaurus. Herbivorous ankylosaurid. An important characteristic of Ankylosaurus was its protective armor, which included bony lumps and plates called osteoderms, or scuds, that were embedded in its skin. The specific positioning of these structures on the body remains uncertain, as they have not been discovered in articulation, but educated guesses can be made by studying similar creatures. The osteoderms of ankylosaurids were slender compared to those of other ankylosaurs, and seem to have been reinforced by haphazardly dispersed pads of collagen fibers. Resembling sharpest fibers in structure, they were integrated directly into the bone tissue, a characteristic exclusive to ankylosaurids. This would have given the ankylosaurids a protective armor that was not only lightweight but also extremely resilient, able to withstand damage and prevent penetration by the teeth of predators. Ankylosaurus fossils have been found in Montana, Colorado, and Arizona. Only bones, osteoderms, and footprints have been found. Ankylosaurus fed on vegetation close to the ground. The dinosaur possessed a triangular skull that was broader than it was long, featuring a slender beak at the tip to assist in removing leaves from plants. Its petite leaf-shaped teeth were not intended for processing large plants, and it lacked molars for grinding. The width of a section of its ribcage indicates that Ankylosaurus likely had a fermentation-based digestive system to digest the copious amounts of unchewed plants it consumed. Ankylosaurus is translated as fused lizard. This designation is due to its fused skull, which could also be referred to as a spiky lizard. It is worth noting that the skull was so well protected that some researchers speculate that it may have had no brain. However, despite being small, similar to a walnut, Ankylosaurus did indeed possess a brain. Ankylosaurus, being a defensive creature, possessed one of nature's most flawless designs. It was nearly invulnerable to attacks from above, and its powerful tail muscles could generate a great force when swinging its club. Nevertheless, the tail's flexibility was limited, allowing it to swing roughly 60 degrees in either direction. The two ankylosauruses have lived at this pond for several years, mainly because they are territorial and won't encroach on another ankylosaurus's territory and will stop others from encroaching on their territory as well. Dakotaraptor. Carnivorous dromaeosaurid. Ankylosaurs had a complex nasal system, which included a large cavity volume for the olfactory region of the brain that handles sense of smell. It suggested that ankylosaurs may have had a highly developed sense of smell in order to find food and to avoid other dinosaurs. The Dakotaraptor have made themselves known, making the ankylosaurs be on high alert. Dakotaraptor fossils have been found in South Dakota, but it's believed they could be found in Colorado and Montana. Only bones, teeth and footprints have been found. Dakotaraptor had the ability to sprint at high speeds, exhibit exceptional jumping skills, display agility, and possess grappling hooks on both its front and rear limbs. He explained that these claws were capable of latching onto any surface and effortlessly tearing it apart. Dakotaraptor was unable to fly, which adds to the intrigue of the quill knobs found on its arms for Dipalma and other dinosaur specialists. These knobs acted as anchor points for the long wing feathers, providing solid proof that large raptors possessed wings. At this time, Dakotaraptor would be dying out due to natural causes, and Ankylosaurus would just be becoming a species, which could mean that this would have been the last pack of Dakotaraptor ever. The Dakotaraptor pack seems to be taunting the Ankylosaurus by drinking from their pond, which means the Dakotaraptor would be intruding on the Ankylosaurus territory, denoting that the Dakotaraptor are playing with fire. Unsurprisingly, the Ankylosaurus wins against the several Dakotaraptor, killing 4, mostly using its bulk and spiked osteoderms. However, it also used its clubbed tail that can be as powerful as 4,800 newtons per second, which could shatter a person. The remaining Dakotaraptor have decided to eat their dead pack members as they were extremely hungry and desperate, which is why the pack went after an Ankylosaurus. All predatory dinosaurs could resort to cannibalism if necessary, although it is not as prevalent as commonly thought. For instance, Majungasaurus, a carnivorous dinosaur, would not actively seek out its own kind for food. It just so happens that Majungasaurus is the dinosaur with direct evidence of cannibalism preserved, making Dakotaraptor's situation uncommon but not unique. This event could be the cause of the last time Dakotaraptor ever walked the Earth, as Dakotaraptor lived in the early Cretaceous and Ankylosaurus lived in the late Cretaceous, so this battle 90 million years ago could be the first conflict that Ankylosaurus ever had and the last for Dakotaraptor as a species.